On first down, Dobbs to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Dobbs. This will go to Henry out wide. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out. Look at this time for Woods and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
This is caught. Touchdown. Robert Woods from 19 yards away. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Once more, here's Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Let's go. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Dobbs. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Dobbs to throw. He completes it to Henry. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw Dobbs. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dobbs going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Steps away. That is caught. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Herbert now. Williams brings it in. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, it's Dobbs. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
To throw is Dobbs. And finding the tight end Hooper. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. Dobbs. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dobbs is throwing. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Taking it right down Broadway. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown Titans. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And some room to maneuver. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A little juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. Roger McCreary there to bring him down defensively.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown! Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
18 ready.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dobbs. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
Trap 60.
Now Dobbs.
Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs being chased out left. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Dobbs. Complete, it's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here this fourth quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll work up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Eckler now between the tackles. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On the give, this is Eckler, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A field goal gets them the lead, but they'll risk it here on 4th and goal. They snap it to Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And this one's caught. And fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the
and that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a chart